Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Henry Kramer, 605 Chaser, and welcome to the show. What happened yesterday, right? I mean, there's a lot that happened yesterday morning in South Dakota. We're going to get to all the crazy weather that we have going on, but I wanted to kind of give a rundown of what exactly happened. So these are the reports over the last 24 hours. There's no reports that suggest that an actual tornado was confirmed. Now, there are indications of an 80-mile-an-hour wind that happened early in the morning yesterday over by Lower Brule, South Dakota. All this line of storms that happened in the north central portions of South Dakota that hindered the development that happened, or did not happen, should I say, all the way into areas of Sioux Falls. It's interesting that there's no actual reports officially over into Minnesota because a lot of people seen a lot of funnels over into parts of Minnesota. There was this report over in Corworth, Iowa, that had trees down. So that's probably some delayed reports. So it'll be interesting to see. But what about this? I mean, Nebraska had a ton of different tornado warnings, but really nothing official, according to Radar Omega's actual report information. And I don't see anything official yet. Um, that showed that there was anything confirmed. We'll have to see how that goes. But broadcast media reports branches of 4 to 8 inches in diameter. I mean, how is that not a tornado? I don't know, but we'll have to see how this plays out. Anyhow, welcome to the show. The main thing that I want to kind of show you right now is the lower level water vapor that we got going on. We got plenty of risks today. Overnight, we had lots of rain develop over into the Kansas area. And if we take a look at the satellite loop here, geocolor, we'll take a look at that. Let me get these reports out of the way. Too much stuff going on. Here we go. Can never remember which one this is. There we go. All right, so taking a look at the geocolor satellite loop, we certainly can see where those storms are. Uh, Non-severe at this point in time, lots of rain. We can certainly see that with this flash flooding. We've got a flash flooding up in areas of Canada, but other than that, it's really not a whole lot going on. And we're going to expect this to kind of die out a little bit. But before we do, let's go ahead and take a look at our risks. This is a risk for tomorrow. This is a risk for today for excessive rainfall outlook. We do have along this whole Kansas, extreme southeastern portions of Iowa, and Chicago area, all the way back to areas of northeastern New Mexico. Plenty of moisture expected, 1 to 3 inches locally, and then we could end up having 3 to 6 or excessive even more than that. I just got some information in for the rainfall estimates. Over the last 24 hours, highest amounts occurred in far southeast Nebraska and southwest Iowa and across portions of northeast Nebraska. So Bloomfield, Nebraska, 2.62 inches of rainfall. O'Neill, 2.21, 1.86 inches, or nearly 2 inches, down by Falls City, Nebraska, and then Maryville, lots there. So plenty of rain that has happened over the course of the time. And then this is the excessive rainfall outlook that we have for tomorrow. This would be valid from 7 a.m. Friday morning to through 7 a.m. Saturday. And this is expected to be quite a bit of risk here as well into that same area as today. Some of the same areas as today. So we got plenty of flooding. Salina, Kansas has had plenty of flooding going on, so we won't stay too much on the flooding right now, but we do want to go and switch gears over to what's expected as far as severe weather goes. Well, if we take a look at the live radar, we can certainly see there's not a whole lot going on as far as severe weather goes. Obviously, most of this is just it's a lot of moisture, very slow moving systems, and going to kind of stay over the same areas for a period of time. If we take a look at our graphic as to where the latest analysis of the surface fronts are, it's kind of stalled out right here. This is a kind of a stationary front, if you will, and that's really evident right there, and that's why all these uh, rain showers are continuing to go over the same areas. Let's go ahead and take a look at radar estimates and see what's expected to happen here today based on HRRR. As you can see, this was updated at 7 a.m. Actually, that would be a 6 a.m. So it's starting with the 7. And we see these storms, non-severe again, are expected in this area. Marginal, but there could be an uptick of that rain moisture about 5 p.m. here in areas of St. Joseph. Uh, that is a possibility right there at the time of 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. As we progress this further, again, northern portions of Missouri are going to get pounded today with tons of rain. And let's go ahead and see through midnight. This is where it kind of stalls out and stays over the same area, hence the reason we got that excessive rainfall outlook. But again, not expecting the severe weather too much. Let's go ahead and take a look if they gave us a new update here. Just going to double check with IEM bot here. Looks like it just came out at 7:30, so I'm just going to see if they changed anything at all. Tornado risk. So the summary today, what we're expecting marginal risk of severe weather, severe thunderstorms from parts of the Great Lakes into the Midwest, central, southern plains, and high plains. Locally damaging thunderstorms, wind gusts will be possible from parts of the Great Lakes to central and southern plains, mainly this afternoon and evening. So that would be where they're concerned, mainly this Kansas City area. And if we could take a look at the surface-based cape, kind of see what's happening with that. We can certainly show you that. And then we'll take a look at the temperatures and what's expected for that. Based on the HERV model, you can certainly see some cape that kind of shows up right around that 5 p.m. area. But the main thing to hit home at with this is going to be the major rain, lots of flooding. Let's go ahead and bring in the Climate Prediction Center information. So over the next 6 to 10 days, the Climate Prediction Center does show here. Let me get the live radar. That might help a little bit. Uh, Major heat dome continuing into the deep south. We can certainly see that right here. Deep south expecting plenty of rain. Now the 6 to 10, look at that, below normal temperatures. But as you would suspect in parts of the U.S., with this below normal, well, what is normal? Well, normal around this time is going to be in the 90s, so 80s to 90s. So we're going to probably be seeing somewhere between the upper 70s and the mid 80s for temperatures in these areas over the next 6 to 10 days, and that will be very well received, I am sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at that precip for the next 6 to 10 days. Again, we do have precip expected over in areas of Wyoming. Some of those storms could try to fire up over there. Our next wave, we'll show you that here in a little bit, but for the most part, dry in the areas of extreme northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, some of those areas. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the rest of the outlook here. 8 to 14 day outlook. This is again showing uh, very, very low chances of any real precip for the eastern half of the U.S. Um, However, if you go down to the area of Georgia and all that, certainly. And don't worry about this too much. This is a low, low chance of tropical development chances. They're 10% over the next 10 days or 7 days. That's pretty low in my book. However, we will certainly keep an eye on it. And again, excessive rainfall possibilities when we talk about the mountainous range up here in Montana over the next 8 to 14 days. What's the temperatures going to do for the next 8 to 14 days? We'll show you that here in a little bit as well. All right, again, continue to have a little bit cooler as we get into time frame of August. So if you go down to the south, you're going to still see above normal temperatures for there, as well as extreme northern plains all the way up here. So not too shabby. All right, well, I'm going to try to figure out if I can get this to zoom down a little bit. Evidently, I'm having some issues with that not being in the viewer here. There we go. It might work a little bit better. That's a whole lot better. All right. Next, we'll take a look at the temperatures based on, we'll do GFS and show you that model here. 1 second. All right. And this is kind of a run through of the temperatures, the AGL 2 meter temperatures. As you can see there, some of the heat. Start to see those temperatures really rise in there, and then 100-degree temperatures, still expecting triple digits for the end of the month. But a cooler wave comes through. It'll be short-lived, though. As far as severe weather goes, much of the United States is going to be taking a little bit of a break, and that's going to be very well received. Just taking a look at the convective outlook here that was updated earlier. Going to give you that information here, so I apologize. All right, so marginal risk here throughout. This just means could have a few very scattered possibilities of maybe some severe storms throughout this darker shade of green. The tornado risk is less than 2%. That's good. Hail risk and the wind risk remain relatively low. Not really expecting a whole lot. And this was updated at 7:30, so just a few moments ago before we went live. All right. God bless. Stay safe, everybody. That is all we have today.